Yeah, you are welcome back to the Benin Advancement Forum, the home of all the Benins. But first of all, you see the advert that was placed on this live broadcast. This is an invitation to every Benin sons and daughters that is willing to be a member and also to take part in our physical meeting uh, that is holding in Benin on the 28th of October this month, 2023, and the address is placed there. So if you want to take part in our physical meeting, you are highly welcome, and we will also be happy to receive you in our physical meeting. Last year it was Lagos, where all the members met in Lagos, and it was a very uh, great atmosphere in Lagos last year. But this year we said, let us bring this back to Benin City, our homeland. Benin City is our origin. Benin, Edo State is our origin. It's the origin of all the Benins. Whether you like it or not, uh, we all originated from that very place. And that is why it's very important for us to invite every sons and daughters of Benin. I know many people doesn't like we say Benis because many people doesn't want to identify with the Benis, but you cannot deny your ancestors. You cannot deny your origin. If you deny your origin, you're as equally denying yourself. Uh, yeah, we mustn't be all be friends, but we can tolerate each other. We can live with each other, and I believe that is the best solution uh, every human being can offer. And we need to unite ourselves to be together uh, against all the enemies. I will not say enemies, against the people that is against the Benin Empire, against the people that is indoctrinating our people into their imaginary uh, virtual country. You know, we have to unite ourselves. As this live podcast goes on, I will elaborate a little bit. But first of all, let me talk about this organization. The organization stands for the culture, for the history, and for the heritage of the Benin Empire as a whole. Is the Edo people are highly welcome. The Esan people are highly welcome. The Yorubas are highly welcome. The Isoko are highly welcome. The Okpe people are highly welcome. The Shekiri people, the Ikwere people, the Ika people, the Owa people, every descendant of the Benin Empire are highly welcome to this organization. And we are ready, and will be very happy to receive you in our midst. Yeah, the physical meeting is going to be a great one. There are going to be people who are going to be talking in the physical meeting to tell people the importance of our tradition, the importance of our heritage and the culture, and the importance of unity among the Beninese. Why is so very crucial? Uh, yes, because we can see a lot is going on, and that the division among us is not supposed to be this way. I believe if we unite more, the more we come close together to identify ourselves as one, I believe we can be able to move a lot in our own region and also educate our people. The Benin Advancement Forum is not just a cultural social organization. We do more. We do something about education. With our grassroots programs is well established. So it's not just about teaching our people history, culture, and all that. It's also to educate our people, to bring our people more closer to each other, to bring our people to able to take care of themselves. without depending on any government or something like that. Because the government of Nigeria today is very, very fragile. And as we all know, it is time for our people to start educating ourselves. What will happen if Nigeria happens to not to be existing again? Who are we? Where do we go from here? This is what we should be thinking about right now. This organization stand in this gap to tell our people, you cannot stand alone. You need your brothers, you need your sisters, so that you can stand together. And because a tree cannot make a forest. I know many people will argue, let the Esan go their way, let the Edo go their way. I tell you that I can promise you, this will bring us, all of us down. It will bring us, all of us down, and it will bury us. You see, let me go through now to the topic I'm here for. The disunity among our people is what I talked about before, and I'm still going to be talking about this now, here. You see, there has been a lot of information coming to us about some IPOB members going from doorstep to doorstep in our community, telling people that they are IGBOS, that they are no longer, for example, Ika people, that they are no longer our people, they are no longer Igbenke people or something like that. You see, why is this happening? Let us ask this ourselves a question. Why is this happening? Is this because we allow them to be doing what they are doing in our territory? Or is something else going on we don't know about? I think we need to clarify this, because I'm not a sayer who sees the future, what the future will bring, but I can tell you how the future will look like if we doesn't act. You see, during my time in Great Benin Emancipation, we were able to face the IPOB because at that period we were united in one front, going against all this sort of movement from the eastern part of Nigeria and from the western part of Nigeria. Because that period we recognized the importance of unity. But because of greediness of some people, that organization have to divide himself or has to be called a day. So since then, there has not been a Benin organization that really stands in that gap. This organization I am today, the Benin Advancement Forum, is going to be standing in this gap again, because we are going to be refocusing on all this issue, not just only this issue for the moment, but in all other issues that is really affecting our people. Why our people are not moving forward? Why our people are so marginalized? Sorry, let me drink some water. Why our people are so marginalized in Nigeria today? Because in Nigeria, or anywhere you go out of Nigeria today, nobody knows about Edo. Everybody knows about the Yorubas. Everybody knows about the Igbos. Everybody knows about the Hausa or the Fulanis. I think we need to change this narrative, because the Beninese, we are one of the largest ethnic group in the whole of West Africa, not even to talk about Nigeria. But we don't really understand the meaning of that word. One of the largest, I believe the second largest after the Fulanis. You see, we are not really making use of that population we are having. And many people will say because of language differences, cannot be able to use that. You see, that is not correct. That is very, very wrong. Sorry. I'm still trying to cope, somehow. Sorry for that. I will not say it's because of the differences in languages or something like that. I believe in something very, very different. Selfishness. Selfishness. This is what is really disturbing us, that we cannot even unite. You know, when people are so selfish, they cannot allow other people to grow or other people to improve. When people are so self-centered, it's likewise the same. And this is the problem of the Benin people. You see, before, you know, our forefather used to stand together to fight for one cause. Because this remember me of Oba Akenzua, the second of the Benin Empire. Because these are the people who really stand the forefront to say, I want something for my people. I don't want my people to be enslaved. He was standing out there, fighting for the freedom of the Midwestern state. And he succeeded. How did he succeed? Because our people were still in unity. We were still united. We recognize ourselves as one as that period. You see, but the modern days Benin people, we are saying, because we feel we are too educated, we don't want to be under any other person, we doesn't want to take any advice from any other people. We have this problem right now. This is giving us a heavy, heavy headache. And with this attitude, we have nowhere to go. During the time of the Midwestern state, the Oba Akenzua received a lot of insult from Yoruba people, from some Igbo people, and even from our own people that period. But that didn't stop him from not standing in front to be fighting for our people to say, let my people go. We need a referendum. We need to be on our own. You know? This happened after they started collecting what belongs to us, like Ondo State and all these areas. We're formally a Benin territory. I would say formally, it's still a Benin territory. But today, you hardly recognize that these are territories of the Benin Empire. You see, not just only that, you see, the Bight of Benin was systematically carved away from the Benin Empire. And not just only that, if you go to the east, it's likewise the same thing. Somewhere like Onitsha in Anambra State was systematically carved out of the Benin Empire. You see, and this is what nobody even cared to react to all these actions that was being taken against the Benin, apart from Oba Akenzua, the second of blessed memory. In some of my broadcasts here, I always say the man that planted tree, he planted the tree that we are following today, that we, the young generation, can see that under this tree when the sun is shining to relax. But we shouldn't relax that much. We should go out and fight for our people because they need us more than ever and before. You see, when we are just discussing things today, I can see some of my Edo brothers, some of my Asian brothers, and so many others just coming out to say, we are not one, we are more superior, we are more this, we are more that. Can we eat superiority? We cannot eat superiority. Our superiority is in our city room. This is where you are superior. If you go out of your city room, you are no longer superior because you refuse to act. You refuse to unite with your brother. You refuse to unite with your Asian brother. Your Asian brother refuses to unite with you. You see, many people always accuse me of preaching this unity of something messages. Yeah, it's very, very important. Because if you don't know the importance then I'm here to tell you the importance of unity. We have seen a lot of our brothers and sisters coming out to say the Benin history, the Edo people are Yoruba people, this and that. If we are from the same ancestors, how can the Edo people only be Yoruba people and you are not? That is out of stupidity. You see, the Benin people is one of the oldest tribes in Africa as we are talking to them. Many people doesn't even, not to say the oldest empire in the world. No, we are also one of the oldest tribe in Africa of today. Go and verify. You see, we don't really recognize whom we are. That is why people are now infiltrating our territory. Like, as I said before, the Banker people. Then you go to Asaba. Then you go to Onitsha. You go to Agbo. You go to Delta. Then you see all this nonsense that is currently going on by the IPOB. You see, our Niger Delta brothers and sisters, they just fall into the traps of the IPOB. They are falling into the traps of the IPOB because the IPOB is sending a message out there to be telling the Niger Delta people, look, your weight is being taken by the Fulanis and the Hausas and this and that. While the IGBOS are also enjoying the same privilege as the Hausa people and as the Yoruba people from the Niger Delta. You see, those people who deny the Niger Delta of their privilege, of their wealth, are actually the Igbo, starting from Aguye Ironsin, Ojukwu, and so many of them that is now parading today to say the Niger Delta oil is being transported to the north. Who made this oil to be transported to the north? It was the job of the Igbo people because of their jealousy. They didn't want the Niger Delta to develop. That is one of the reasons. They were using the money from that Delta Niger to develop the Igbo areas. And today, they are calling on the Niger Delta to fight for themselves, to fight along the Igbo. How can they fight along the Igbos when the Igbos were in the command of killing all the Niger Delta agitators? This is something our people need to understand. I think few of them are waking up gradually, but it's not enough. We need to do more. We need to educate our people to allow them to understand the system of this IPOB and the Biafrans. They want their own countries. Yeah, no problem with that. But those who are not Igbos mustn't be in your country. You must not infiltrate other people's land to be telling them they are Igbos. I think the people you are going to, they know more than you. They know whom they are themselves. For you coming to them to be telling them you are not Igbo, this Ika and our people, they have similarity with Igbo. No, they don't have any similarity with Igbo. Those of you that were born before 1970s, I said this in my last live broadcast, will usually understand the meaning of not being Igbo. You can ask the Agbo people, you can ask the Calabar people, then you can ask the people from River State. They will tell you the meaning of not being Igbo. Then you can ask the people from Asaba. You see, during the Nigerian Civil War in 1968, in 1969, when the federal troop came to Benin, when they were pushing the Biafras down to the east, a lot of atrocities were committed against our people, like the Ika people, like the Owa people who were living very close to the border to the Biafrans. When the Biafras were going, they told our people in those areas, those who were fighting along the Biafras, to stay. They took all away their weapons with them. When they left, when the federal soldiers came, there was nothing left for our people to defend themselves. They were taken captive. They were captured. They were captured, and many of them were executed. They were executed not because they were bare soldiers. They were executed because of the atrocities these people committed before getting to those areas. For example, somewhere like in Benin, so many of these villages, the Biafra soldiers passed through before getting to all these areas. You see, the IGBOS doesn't talk about all these atrocities today they committed. They only talk how the Igbo are being marginalized, how Igbo are being killed everywhere. How is the Igbo marginalized? Igbo doesn't contribute any natural resources to Nigerian wealth. And yet, they collect almost 30% of the resources that is coming out of the Nigerian industries. But they will say Nigeria is bad. They have more senators than any other states. You see, people are saying Igbo have 5 states. Igbo doesn't have 5 states. Igbo have 4 states. Anambra State is a Benin territory, and we know that. If it happened that we are dividing, we are going to collect Anambra people, because we will not open our eyes how they will enslave the Anambra people for their own personal use. Those of you agitating with OB and the IPOBs and all that should understand you are not the only person that is intelligent. We are also intelligent. We know where we stand, and we know what our origin. We are going to be defending our people when the times come, and the time has come. We will not be allowing any Igbo person to be going into our villages, telling our people that they are no longer Beninese, that they are now Igbo, that they have the common ancestry. They didn't have the common ancestry. You who came from Guinea, to say the fact, the British brought you people from Guinea. That is the fact. And now telling people who owns the land that you gave birth to them. You see, that is common nonsense I've been seeing from these people. I want to make this clear. I'm not against Igbo people. I'm against those of you who have their focus on the Benin people. Because who doesn't wish the Benin people well? Because if you don't wish my people well, it will be hard for me to wish you well too. That is why today I'm coming here to start sending you signals of warning. Please leave my people alone. Otherwise, we will act against you. During the time of Nnamdi Kanu, when Nnamdi Kanu was insulting the Benin day in and day out, insulting our monarch, insulting our people the way he feel like, we were warning him. Just like Simo Ekpa is also doing now. We have been sending him signals of warning, please leave my people alone. But they refuse until they get a result. The result that landed him in prison. Nigerian government is so lenient. If it was in Uganda or all these countries, they would have long executed him. So that is a fact. But Nigerian is very lenient when it comes to all this issue, when it comes to ethnicity, bigotry, and all that. But we are very, very lenient when it comes to the Beninese, especially. When the IPOB were carrying out their operations in Asaba and Delta's area, we were sending warnings to them to leave. But they didn't even react to our warning, because they overestimate themselves, you know. But today I can tell you, when Buhari, the former president of Nigeria, was in power, the Igbo were trying to say the Fulanis are our enemies. They are our enemies, and then we should go against them. But I was always telling my people, you will see immediately Buhari leave power, you will not have herdsmen in Igbo land, and you will not have herdsmen everywhere they are saying they are herdsmen today. And today, go and look at it. In the east, hardly you find any attack from any Fulani herdsmen. The IGBOS or the IPOB have killed more Igbo in the last 3 months, more than the Fulani, they said the Fulani did for a complete 8 years. If Nigerians, if the Benin has to learn something, they have to learn the lies of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was coming on air to be telling us that Buhari is dead. That Buhari, the person now in Aso Rock, is a Jubilee from Sudan. You see, but Buhari is still living today, completed his 8 years tenure, and is resting in his own town today. You don't hear this from Igbo, any IPOB person again. But now they want to tell us Nigeria is our enemy. Nigeria is never our enemy. If the Igbo want to be our enemy, they should come clear to say we are your enemies, because this is what they want today. This is what they are doing today. They want to give us enemy so that we start fighting the enemies. And after fighting those enemies, then we come after us. I believe if we are going to be choosing friends in Nigeria today, the Benin people, we should look hard for our friends. I believe the Fulanis, the Hausa people, are more friendly to the Benin more than the Igbos nor the Yorubas. We have to put this down, because those people, they never claim any part of our territory. They never come to insult our monarch or the Benin people or call all sorts of names. I will also have to say this, there have never been a crime that Igbo has committed that any other tribe has committed, half of it in Nigeria. If you talk of the bloodless coup, of mismanagement of Nigeria fund, duping Nigerians, destroying Nigerian names internationally, this was the job of Igbo. They are still doing it today. They will always come online to say Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is so, Nigeria is that. But we, the Beninese, we respect our neighbor as long as they respect themselves. And if you don't respect yourself, we are going to start disrespecting you. And this warning should go out to any of these IPOB or Biafrans who want their country. Please stay in your fourth state. Stay in your fourth state and don't trespass into our territory. We will not take it lightly with you. And we are going to be standing and be observing every movement taken by the IPOB. And we are going to now start collecting intelligence information about IPOB, because the time has come to raise our voice against these people. Enough is enough. So I would like to call it a day for today, and I'll be coming back very soon. The Benin, the unities of Benin is not negotiable. We cannot negotiate that. It's something that must be done. And this organization stand to do that. So let me put on the advert again before I call it a day. So thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.